Hello, it's your girl Tiffany, Metamorphosis Black Beauty, your poetic psychic Pisces, High Priestess, aka the light that shines like a diamond, also known as your modern day nun, one who isn't within a coven, a convent, or a covenant. I do thank you all for listening and for watching on today. If you all would be so kind to please like, share, and subscribe, it would be greatly, greatly appreciated. As you can see scrolling at the bottom of your screen, this is going to be another one of my sharing is caring segment. Okay, this is actually a new segment that I started up where I basically share with you all different type of ideas that I have. Okay, these are like creative or artistic ideas. Sometimes it could be about products. Sometimes it could be inventions of certain things. It just kind of varies depending on, when I get the inspiration to do one of these things. Okay. And the reason why I started this really is because I was really kind of frustrated with the fact that there's no real outlets for people to communicate or even present certain ideas for different things with persons who are already in position to say make things happen. Okay, obviously if you are, have some type of talent, skill, or ability, you're creative in some type of way or artistic in some type of way, there's obvious, things that you want to do for yourself, accomplish for yourself, um, as far as your own passions and goals. Okay, but every once in a while you have like an idea for something, you know what I'm saying? Maybe even an invention, maybe even just um, a cool idea that would be of help or assistance to someone else who is already in position. And I got frustrated with the fact that, like, you know what I'm saying? It's like sometimes it just makes you want to reach out and contact somebody and just like pitch some type of idea, not because you're on any, malicious type of thing, trying to get something out of somebody or what have you. And I guess, that type of avenue isn't set up because, frankly, there are, some wacky people in the world, some cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs type of people in the world who would probably take advantage of that. But I do feel like, you know what I'm saying, there should definitely be some type of avenue where people could like send in suggestions, ideas, presentations, inventions, and different things like that. Okay. Because believe it or not all of us in the world who are talented or skilled or have abilities or creative in some type of way are, seeking, that fame and, the lights, cameras, actions, and the paparazzi and the, you know what I'm saying? I don't think anybody would complain with uh, having fortune, but you know what I'm saying? Even fortune can be overwhelming. Everybody wants to be stable and secure and financially, stable and different things like that or what have you. But you know what I'm saying? Sometimes you just have like this creative spark that you want to share with another, and especially if it's with someone who is like already in position. You know what I'm saying? Already have the connections, already have the backing, the funding, or already in that arena of something. Okay. So, this was one of the reasons that I came up with this. Okay. Because I come up with ideas for things like all the time. Um, and it's like great ideas. Like a lot of times it's like $1 million ideas and things like that or whatever. And it's like, it's a cool idea or invention or something, but I don't have the funding or the connections or in position to make these things happen. And some of the things is not even necessarily in a field that I would actually want to do myself or work in myself, but there are other people who are. So I just kind of felt like there should be an avenue where you could reach people and be like, hey, you know, this would be a good idea. This is a cool invention. This is something, possibly spectacular, that could make you a lot of money. You know what I'm saying? Just to share that with somebody. You know what I'm saying? With no malicious intent or, expectations or what have you. And I guess it's just because of the world that we live in. There's very few people um, who are like that. You know what I'm saying? Most people who are doing something in the world today, they're doing so to get something out of whatever it is that they're doing. You know what I'm saying? So anyway, guys, that's the reason why I started my sharing is caring segment, guys. Okay. And I do have a playlist for this. So if you want to go and see some of my other sharing and caring, different little ideas and inventions and products and different things, because like I said, sometimes it just kind of varies. Like on today, this is going to be the first one that I'm doing that is going to be a movie idea. Okay. Some of the other ones are like blueprints that I've drawn up for like certain businesses. I've also drawn up certain things for like certain inventions of like certain products and different things like that or what have you. So it just kind of varies, So when I'm moved in a creative, artistic type of way, um, if I'm led to draw it out or write it out or whatever it is, and I put it together and I'm like, that's great. And then it's like, um, how should I share this with others or what have you? So, anyway, guys, that's what we are doing on today on this Sharing is Caring segment. This is going to be for a movie idea, okay? Now, because this is a movie idea, this is like an extension to a movie or movies that already exist, okay? So, this movie idea is just like a presentation um, for the creators and the writers of this franchise, of this movie franchise. Um, it may be something they could work with, maybe something they could do. I really feel like will bring in a lot of freaking money. I was really kind of skeptical about this. The funny thing about like movies and shows and different things or what have you, it's cool if it's never like if it's something brand new, brand spanking new, okay? Because I have like so many things that I have to write, that I'm like trying to get to and work on, for things like that. But I went back and forth if I wanted to actually share this on my Sharing is Caring. And if I was like, if I don't share it like this, I don't know how else I can share it or what have you. Just because, you know what I'm saying, I don't know how to reach the people who actually are the creators of this particular movie franchise or what have you, or what have you. But anyway, I went back and forth because I'm like, I want to share this idea with this movie presentation, but I'm like, if I share it, will it just give the whole thing away? You know what I'm saying? Almost like a spoiler or something like that. Because I'm like, people who make movies, like they don't tell anybody that they're making that movie until that movie is already, made, done. And you know what I'm saying? Basically, when they put out a trailer of the movie or like a preview of the movie, but the movie's already done, everybody's left in suspense. The movie is coming and this and other, what have you. So I don't know if this is going to be like a total spoiler alert, because this presentation is going to basically give you like a blueprint, the whole outline of this movie. So I'm just going to go with it. You know what I'm saying? Obviously, if the creators of that do this movie, um, as a part of this movie franchise, obviously they can switch or change or alter things. Like, you never know what a person do behind the scenes with something, but it's like I guess it's just the idea of it all for me, okay? Because and another reason why I decided to do this, because this like actually just hit me like last night with this idea. I kid you not, I was laying down to get ready to go to sleep. I don't know how it just came to me all of a sudden. I hadn't even, I don't think I've seen anything or heard anything about this particular character or this movie, but I just thought of it all of a sudden. I was thinking about something, then I thought of this, and then I came out with a, I just off the top of the dome, I came up with a whole storyline of this movie. But the other thing about this movie is I feel like they have tried to like end it, like, as far as this movie goes, everybody thinks it's like the end, there's no more for this particular movie franchise, and I'm like, but it's not the end. Like, because it could be this, that, and the other. So anyway, guys, we are going to get into tonight's sharing is caring segment and see how y'all feel about this thing, guys. Okay, we're gonna go through it bit by bit, and I'm actually going to. I actually, kind of wrote. I didn't write a full script for it, but like the introduction, the main idea of it all, okay, and everything that kind of goes into place and different things like that, or what have you. Obviously, the creators of this film, um, they have their own ideas and put their own doodads and twists and turns in it, and how this would happen and how that would happen, and characters and different things like that, or what have you. But this is just like a movie presentation of what could be, what should be, because this would really, I feel like, have fans of this particular movie like flabbergasted, like, what? And it like really, this is the reason why I went back and forth on if I wanted to even put this out or not, because it's really like going to kind of be like a spoiler, me even telling you about this, what have you. That's why I wish that there was an avenue where, like, even if it was just like some mailing something where you can mail something in, you know what I'm saying? Because when speaking of like certain celebrities and persons in power, they don't want people bugging them, calling them up, and different things like that. Like, I totally get it. They get enough of that crap or whatever. But like, they have people, they have assistants, they have like, you know, people, there should be people that you can contact, like a mail in for them, and it'll go through their people, and they get it, and they can get it to the person that it's for, needs to go to, or what have you. You know what I'm saying? So they can sift through the riffraff and real ideas and different things. Them and their team can get together and go through those things and be like, you know what, this is a good idea. Okay. And I'm not sure how that would go for like business. Um, I know, like the company Lay's, the chips Lay's, they did something kind of like that not too long ago. Some of y'all may remember. Remember when Lay's had their customers, like they did a thing where you could like send in like flavor ideas, like all kinds of people. They put it on the bag where how you could like, I don't know if it was like an email or you mailed them something, some type of idea, like pitch some type of flavor idea to them. You know what I'm saying? Like if you wanted, I don't know, pickle chips or um, honey spicy barbecue or like whatever your flavors were, people could send in their ideas for flavors, and Lay's went through all of those different flavors that they got from ideas that they got from other people, and they actually picked some of them, and then they created these chips or what have you. I'm not really sure, like it needs to be something like that, but for like entertainment, um and different things, and like that avenue is not there. So that's the reason why I'm doing this or what have you. And I had to figure out another way of doing this, because like years ago, you know I was led by spirit to like, create some work, and then, I just kind of sent it out, and it wasn't accepted. Like I got a lot of hate. I started being targeted and all kind of stuff. So I'm like, I gotta find out, I gotta find another way to do this thing. Okay, guys. So we're gonna get into it and see what you all think about this, what have you. I really kind of hate I have to give you all this spoiler alert, because I feel like it should just be given to the people who creates this film, because just for shock value for the actual movie and like the fans of this movie, because me telling you the entire outline of the movie will kind of like be a spoiler, but at the same time, it wouldn't be like everything. There would still be things that they could add in the movie that people wouldn't see coming. But anyway, guys, let's get into it. Without any further ado, we're going to get on to tonight's Sharing is Caring. Okay, guys. So I'm pretty sure all of you are familiar with the Halloween movie. I guess you can call it a franchise or what have you. Everybody's seen the movie, the Halloween movies with Michael Myers. Okay. So y'all know a few years ago, I think the last one that they did was Halloween Ends, okay? And it was in 2022, guys, okay? So this literally came to me last night. I'm like, no, like, y'all, I came up with a whole movie outline for this movie to continue, guys, okay? And I'm calling it Halloween Rebirth, okay? Nobody would suspect this or see this coming. Why? Because everybody just know Michael Myers for basically being, I guess, like this mentally ill, psychopathic kid, that went on this killing rampage type of thing or whatever. We've never seen Michael Myers really with a social life. We've never really seen him friendly interaction with others or anything like that. So nobody would see this coming. Everybody would be like, what? His only living relative, which is Angel Myers, aka Laurie Strode, when she finds it, you could even bring her back. When she finds out about this, she would like, you gotta be fucking kidding me. You know what I'm saying? Type of thing, guys. Okay. So this is what I came up with, guys. Okay. So this is Halloween Rebirth, guys, okay? And the introduction is as follows. In sight of Michael Myers' sudden death, the terrified community assumed after so many years that the horror had finally ended for good. But come to find out, by everyone's surprise, Michael Myers has a long lost child born on Christmas morning so many years ago that no one ever knew about after being meticulously hidden away by the government for study and experimentation until now. A blast from the past, back to avenge the death of her psychopathic father, of whom she carries the very same psychotic genes. How did the impossible happen? During Michael Myers' last known confinement in the mental institution, he grew an unnatural obsessive fascination with another mentally ill patient who resembled his late mother. Overtaken by grief, uncontrollable hormones, rage, and a mental breakdown, Michael Myers finds a newfound way of depravity when he takes advantage of the young woman to fulfill his lustful, incestuous fantasy. Unbeknownst to him, impregnating the young woman who later died while giving birth to a red-headed, fiery, bronze-eyed little girl at 12:33 a.m. Christmas morning, long after Michael Myers had escaped from captivity to continue his murderous rampage. The scheme of things. The child was immediately secretly taken into state's custody and hidden by the government until she managed to break free after finding out the gruesome truth of who her parents really are and the knowledge of learning her only living relatives is an aunt, Angel Myers, aka Laurie Strode, who stopped at nothing to destroy her own flesh and blood brother. Maya Myers, a little rebel stud who's rough around the edges and is now unfortunately battling with her own mental illness, horrific flashback dreams, hallucinations, and other instabilities. However, Daddy's baby is yet and still hell bent on avenging her father's death to cure her own thirst for blood by picking up where he left off in his ruthless serial killing spree and reuniting with the infamous Aunt Lori for old time's sake. So, guys, that's what I came up with, guys. I'm calling this Halloween Rebirth, okay? Um, so because I'm a targeted individual, I know those who are listening to me may have relayed the messages um, about this. However, they could be total haters and be trying to block it. So I'm like, I kind of want to put this out anyway. I just really kind of came up with this for fun. Who knows if the right people in the right places would even hear about it or do anything with it, but it is a great idea because the real fans of Halloween kind of wouldn't want Halloween to end. And I think this would this would make a lot of freaking money. Like, seriously, okay? And there's like several other movies right now that probably this movie would probably make more money than some of these others that, you know what I'm saying, have recently done newer movies because nobody would see this coming. You know what I'm saying? It's totally unexpected. Everybody would be like, what? Michael Myers got a kid? When did he even have sex? You know what I'm saying? Like, people would be just like really thrown aback. Okay. And if y'all remember the movies, so when Michael Myers was put in the mental institution, like he started when he killed his family, he started killing when he was 10, okay? So he was in the mental institution for 17 years, okay? So he was like around 20, that would have made him like what, around 27 or so when he got out of the mental institution. Okay, so somewhere in between that, during his time there, you know what I'm saying? He came into contact with, another mentally ill patient that was confined there that he grew this, fascination with, and that's how this happened. Okay, but nobody ever knew about it. This was hidden. Michael Myers didn't even know about this. Okay. But with Halloween Ends, they pretty much, kind of drove it home that they had finally killed Michael Myers. Okay. Now, when I was thinking of this, okay, if y'all remember Halloween Kills, okay, which came out in 2021, I didn't think about this until after I remembered this, after I thought about this movie, if they continued the movie, how they could continue the movie, consider the fact that they have killed off Michael Myers now, right? Y'all remember Lori's daughter. I didn't understand because the things be popping on stuff. It always going on Halloween, right? The reason why they call it Halloween. Her daughter in that movie was wearing a fucking Christmas sweater, and so throughout the entire movie, I'm like, why does this bitch have on? It's Halloween. Why does she have on a fucking Christmas sweater? Go back and watch that movie. She has on a Christmas sweater, one of those ugly Christmas sweaters, guys. Okay, so you know what I'm saying? I'm like, what the hell? And so after I came up with this idea, all of a sudden I was like something just, light bulb kind of went off. I'm like, you know what? Lori's daughter had on a freaking Christmas sweater. Like, you know what I'm saying? And I'm like, what's the likelihood of that? Because I really didn't even think about that until after I thought of this or what have you. I'm like, how could they revamp rebirth? Okay, like, and you have to think about like death and rebirth. They killed him off, Michael Myers off in Halloween Ends. Okay, so where there's a death, there, an ending. Okay, there's a rebirth. Okay, you have to have a death before there's a rebirth. And the rebirth is actually like his child, you know what I'm saying? That nobody knew that he freaking had or what have you. And so, yeah. I'm like, this would be so cool. Like nobody would expect this. Like, you know what I'm saying? Everybody would be kind of be thrown aback. Laurie Strode, she would be mortified and appalled, or what have you. But so yeah. Um that was my idea. That's my movie presentation or movie idea, guys. Okay. For the Halloween franchise. Okay. And I really think it should be called Halloween Rebirth, guys. Okay. So you can leave in the comment section what you all think about this, how you all feel about this, or what have you guys. But yeah, that's gonna conclude today's sharing is caring, guys. Okay. And as you all know, and my saying for these sharing is caring segments, if we can make it happen, then why not? Okay. So guys, what do you all think of this? I even found this cool image here with Michael Myers sitting here next to his sister, Laurie Strode, or what have you. Um, and I spent like all yesterday, I was looking at some of the like a lot of the other Halloween movies or whatever, because I had to go back. I'm like, so to figure out how old this child would be, because remember, like he was in the mental institution all those years, but at some point he was like apprehended again and he went to prison. Okay. And then he escaped from prison or what have you. So I'm like, it couldn't have happened when he was in prison. It would have had to have happened when he was in the institution. So I had to go back and I'm like, what was the name of that institution and what year was that? So that was the movie that came out in 2007. Okay. That basically went from the beginning and showed all the way through when he was at the mental institution, all the way when he got way older and he got out of the mental institution or what have you, or escaped or what have you from the institution, to go on this killing spree, and then all the other movies that came after that or what have you. So guys, that's my sharing is caring movie idea for this segment, guys. Hopefully you all like it. Please like, share, subscribe, comment. Let me know what you think about this in the comment section. If you think this would be a good idea, or if they should bring the Halloween movie franchise back, okay? Because you got, Screams is doing their thing. They're even coming out with another I Know What You Did Last Summer. It's like a lot of the other movies they're like doing again. They just did another Final Destination, and all kinds of stuff. So I'm like, Halloween can't freaking end. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, Halloween Rebirth, okay? And this would be a good idea to like rebirth Halloween in some type of way, guys, okay? So as I said, guys, please like, share, subscribe, and comment. I thank you all so very much for joining me on today, guys. As always, if you all would like to contact me, you can do so at tip.diamond.36@gmail.com. You can also follow me on Instagram, which is Shine Bright Like a Diamond 36 with the underscore between each word. If any person is interested in making a modest contribution to the channel, you can do so through CASHAPP, $tip-diamond36, or through PayPal, which is paypal.me/@36diamond. Y'all be sure to check out my playlist if you want to find those other sharing is caring segments that I've done on different little creations, inventions, products, and different things like that. And there's likely more to come because I have these like random ideas all the time, guys. All type of artistic stuff, like stuff that, you know what I'm saying? I can't even do myself. I be having like art is in my freaking head, y'all. Okay. And sometimes I just got to write it down, draw it out or something, and then I tell you all about it. Some stuff, the things that I can do, that I'm interested in or what have you. Obviously, I do for myself, but y'all know I do a lot of different jobs. Okay, a lot of different things. I write and stuff too, or what have you. So some things I do keep for myself that I create for me or what have you. But every once in a while, I have a good idea that would be great for somebody else that's already in position. And you know what I'm saying? A lot of people, you know what I'm saying, are not really, don't like being kind or generous to others or whatever unless they feel like they can get something out of it. And you know what I'm saying? When you in your life purpose, being in your life purpose is all about being of service um to others. You understand what I'm saying? You planting those seeds, your blessings will come at later times, or however the most high decides to bless you or what have you, when those seeds that you've planted grow and blossom and different things like that. But it doesn't mean that, you know what I'm saying, we can't share ideas with each other and different things like that or what have you, guys. Okay. um so that's my whole idea for this, guys. As always, y'all take care of yourselves, take care of each other, but most of all, take care of your babies, honey. Remember, this is a wicked, wicked world that we live in. There's wickedness in high places, and there's evil that's lurking around each and every corner, even in a neighborhood near you. So y'all watch your surroundings. Watch the company you keep, what surroundings and the company in which your children are in as well. And considering the fact that you never know when someone may betray you, backstab you, try to hurt you, or harm you, honey, keep some protection on you. Y'all stay awake, stay aware, stay vigilant, and stay prepared, because if you stay ready, you ain't got to get ready, baby. Until the next time, peace, love, and light. Namaste. I am that I am, created in the image of God.